Shout out to that bum from the Trailblazers, Joe Cronin. And to be honest, it actually worked out for the Miami Heat. Thank God that we didn't trade any of our players away, even if we don't keep everyone. But Jaime, Jovic, Khalil, Ware, they've all been great. They've all been great for the Miami Heat. Listen, they're going to have ups and downs. I know I've been hard on Jovic. I know I've been hard on Jaime. I know I've been hard on Khalil Ware. I only do that because I see the potential. I told you guys since the offseason, this Miami Heat team is going to be better than what you guys are giving us credit for, or at least what the NBA media or what the NBA thinks. This Miami Heat team is a well-rounded team. Bro, everyone's playing well. I cannot say, honestly, one bad thing about anybody on the roster. Like I said, I know I'm hard on the young guys, but it's because we need them. We're counting on Khalil Ware. We're counting on Jovic. We're counting on Jaime. Even Jaquez Jr. I really do think he's going to be a great floor general going forward for the Miami Heat. Once he gets developed, once Spo trusts him, once he's in the system for a year or two, I really see greatness in this young core. And thank God we did not make that trade with that bum Joe Cronin. And to be honest, he's the one that looks like the fool. He could have had Tyler Herro, Jovic, Jaime, and it actually would have contributed to his young core going forward. But guess what? Dame can stay over there because it's just crazy to me that he even went back. And I know a lot of people are going to say, oh, well, you need to let this go. You need to let it go. It's not even about letting it go. The NBA and Joe Cronin took an NBA championship from the Miami Heat. To this day, Damian Lillard did not want to go to Milwaukee, and look how it ended. Everything blew up in Giannis's face. I know y'all going to tell me to let it go, but I am not going to let it go. They took away a championship from us, but at least we have our young guys. Now, Nikola Jovic, he said that he felt bad for being inconsistent. He said that I would have lied if I said the last 2 weeks were easy. I felt like everything I did was wrong, and I wasn't helping this team win at all, which he wasn't. And I want to thank everybody from the team for supporting me and letting me know I'm an important member of the team. And he is. You guys don't understand. Jovic is 6'10". He can handle. He can rebound, even though he struggles with it. But he's the ultimate Swiss Army knife. You know, he reminds me of a guy like Gallinari and just a guy that can do a little bit of everything when it's clicking. I need Jovic to be able to utilize his size in the paint on smaller guys, rebound the ball, floor space the ball, push the pace. That's exactly what I'm looking for from Nikola Jovic. Now, a lot of people were saying that Jovic was throwing shots at either Jimmy Butler or Tyler Herro with this comment. Nikola Jovic on the Miami Heat's new offensive style. It's an easy way to play basketball. It suits us really good because we don't have the guy who needs the ball a lot with a really high usage. That's what helps us. And I think he's also right because in this offense, everyone is successful. Anyone can bring the ball up. Anyone can push the pace. Everyone is cutting, slashing, and playing off each other, trying to find the open man. And it's very important because that's why Norman Powell, Wiggins, and wait till Herro. Wait till he gets in this offense with the trail threes, the pull-up threes. I know a lot of people are concerned because he does need screens, but in this offense, which if you go look at Tyler Herro's college tape, this is the type of offense that he was in. Constantly putting up three-point shots, spacing the floor, and just providing an ultimate offense for a Miami Heat team. And to be honest, I'm actually very proud of this Miami Heat team. We've been down in the dumps. We couldn't score 90 points. We're going 3 and 4 or 5 minutes in the fourth quarter without scoring not even one basket. We're blowing 30-point leads in the third quarter. All I can really say is that this Miami Heat team has been playing extremely well.
Supporting me and letting me know that I'm important for the team, but my head just wasn't there. I didn't know how to help the team, and like I said, I thought everything I did was wrong. And but you can see the way it makes everybody looks better. Not just me, but everybody else too. It's an easy way to play basketball, and I think it suits us really good because we don't have the guy, we don't have the guy who needs the ball a lot, who needs a really high usage, and that's what helps us. So I feel like we just play for each other, and I feel like that's the right.
And shout out to 5 Reasons Sports. Talking to Heat officials last night, they called Norman Powell one of the handful of the best additions to the franchise has made on and off the court. He's impacted everything. There's an additional value for someone whom everyone seems to want to be around. And it's very important. That's why, having veterans, even though he's 32 years old, having a veteran like him, Wiggins, who they're both champions. You need guys like that on your team that know what it's like to go through 82 games, knows the ups and downs, the grinds, no crying and complaining. It's just hard work and dedication. Norman Powell on the Miami Heat style of offense. Now, it plays to my strengths, and it has everybody locked in because everybody plays and everybody is live. you can't deny me, but it just opens up spacing for the other guy to attack. And it keeps other teams off balance because we're not running set plays. That's why I told you guys, when you have Bam, Wiggins, Tyler, and Powell, I know people were saying, oh, well, Tyler Herro's trash and he got locked up and he's not that guy. Who else was going to score the basketball when we had Terry, who was out, Jimmy Butler, who was gone? Like, when you're in the playoffs and you're the best player, they're going to do boxing one and face guard you. And obviously, if you're being guarded by Drew Holiday and Derek White, you are not scoring on anybody. I don't care who it is. So I understand y'all want to cook Tyler Herro. Y'all want to say he's not that guy. Y'all want to say he's not him and all this stuff. And that's fine. But at the end of the day, now, when you're in the playoffs, you cannot double team Tyler. Why? Because you're going to have Powell and Wiggins and Bam wide open, which you cannot do. No one is going to leave any of those guys wide open, especially with this new Miami Heat offense. You would be crazy to try and double team somebody because at the end of the day, we're going to find the open man. And clearly they're proving that. And I know a lot of people were saying, oh, well, you're kind of double talking with Jaime and Jovic. No, it doesn't matter who it is. Khalil Ware, if you're playing like garbage, you're going to be held accountable because there's a standard. Especially when you're getting $60 million plus and all this stuff. We are counting on Jaime, Jovic, and the role players, which they've been playing phenomenal. Shout out to Drew Smith. Shout out to Fontecchio. They've all been phenomenal. Everyone is pitching in right now, and it's going to take a whole team. That's why I said we have a well-rounded team, and I think that Powell was right. Everyone is live. Everyone's cutting. Everyone's into action. There's no set plays. Of course, there's going to be time for pick and rolls and stuff like that, but in terms of the offense, everyone is involved.
To my game and my strengths. When the ball's swinging and defense is moving, I'm able to catch and go, catch and shoot, and make reads on the second side of the floor. And I think it has everybody locked in because every single play, everybody's live. So, like, you can deny me, you can take me out, but it just opens up the spacing on the floor for other guys to attack and get into the paint and collapse defenses. So I think it keeps opposing teams off balance because we're not running a set play that you can game plan every single time down. It's ball movement, body movement, and it's a lot of fun. It's empowering guys like Nico, Jaime, to bring the ball up and be initiators on offense and guys to play off of.
And don't even let me get started on Jaime Jaquez Jr. He is definitely going to be the sixth man of the year and the most improved. So Eric Spoelstra on Jaime Jaquez Jr. Jaime at 3 o'clock was not cleared to play. He put himself out there. He spent 3 hours just trying to get his ankle ready. Even skipped walkthrough to get his treatment. He got cleared after that and gave us everything he had. Now the NBA's points per game scoring leaders off the bench. First is Jeremy Grant, second Quentin Grimes, and third Jaime Jaquez Jr. with 17.1 points. See, this is what I mean by putting in 110%. He wasn't even cleared to play at 3 o'clock. And the fact that he went out there and was able to get treatment and crossing guys up, dunking on people, getting to the free throw line, he's averaging 17 points. I know everybody was hard on him. They crucified him. They said he was trash. They wanted him deported. They said to call ICE. But I'm glad he's having a bounce-back season. He worked on his game, and it's crazy. When you're out there playing with confidence, it can transform your game. You might not have all the talent in the world, but if you're playing with confidence, if you're playing like nobody could stop you, there's no limit to what you can do.
Jaime at 3 o'clock was not cleared to play. I mentioned that to the team. And he put himself out there. He spent 3 hours just trying to get his ankle ready. He even skipped the walkthrough just to continue to get treatment. And then he got cleared after that. Gave us everything he.
With Khalil Ware, we are really counting on him, especially with Bam Adebayo being out. I know, like I said, everyone's been crucifying, even Spo. But I'm glad that we're actually finally seeing him improve, blocking shots, catching lobs, getting the rebounds. I know this offense does not suit him the best. However, all we need Jovic and Khalil Ware to do is hold it down until Bam Adebayo comes back from his foot injury. All we need them to do is rebound, box out, just the fundamentals of basketball. We don't need crazy numbers. We don't need Jovic to put up 29 points a game. We don't need Khalil Ware to put up 20 blocks or anything crazy. We just need them to do the fundamentals of basketball. Box out because we can't give up all these offensive rebounds. Actually protect the rim and just score. Score the basketball. This is a free-flowing offense where everybody can score. It's really not that hard.